Is that live? Is that live? Yes, it says you are live. And let's put on this comments. Oh, the wiring. Every time there's something with the wiring that I can't get it straight. I'm trying to get in the 21st century. I really am. I'm going to put this right up here. By the way, this was a gift from my daughter, Louisa. Well, there's some new. I got some new songs, and I'll have to admit, I'll explain, but I have to explain. I didn't do my homework. I really was going to get this song together to sing for you. I think I'm just going to read you the words of it, though, as we get to that. But here's a little. Is that? Let us sing for our strength in numbers. Sing that freedom might never be betrayed. Sing to fortify our hearts and clarify our dreams. Even as the peace we seek must be delayed. Even as the peace we seek must be delayed. Raise the growing chorus. Sing to turn back the forces of hate. And sing a brave lament with healing refrain. For a love too little and too late. For a love too little and too late. Patience with the process. Sing for courage on the road hard and long. For every worthy journey holds obstacles and snares. Every steps will be made lighter with the song. Every steps will be made lighter with a song. We sing when birth of peace resounding. In our harmony, our dreams and our faith. Sing for we are measured and will be surely tested. Though that shall not mean we will wait. That shall not mean we will wait. Raise the growing chorus. Sing to turn back the forces of hate. And sing a brave lament with healing refrain. For a love too little and too late. For a love too little and too late. Well, that's not the verse that ends it. If we repeat this verse, it leaves us a little bit more optimistic. We sing and birth the peace resounding. In our harmony, our dreams and our faith. Sing for we are measured and will be surely tested. But that shall not mean we will wait. That shall not mean we will wait. Sharp 4. Little samba thing that they do, that sharp 4, the Lydian scale. The theme tonight is pioneers. Pioneers. Weren't they great? Really? You know, as we liberals are going to rewrite history now and take away all our heroes and tear down our statues and whatever it is we're going to do, destroy white supremacy culture. Yeah. Well, more about that later. But thank you for supporting this concert and these concerts with that. PayPal is right there, Jim Scott Music, or Venmo, James Scott. Maybe I'll see if I can get Jim, but it's James. It sounds like I either got a speeding ticket or I'm in trouble with my mother, or my income tax or something. But James, it sounds like somebody older than me. And what else was I going to say? Hey, I want to tell you all this. Our new website, I wish I could say it's on right now. It's going to be on tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, certainly the next day. It's beautiful. Worcester Interactive have done this thing that is really, I love it. A lot better access to the songs. The store works better and all of that, and those pictures and other stuff. And we're going to do a half-price sale. 50% half price on books and CDs to drive you to the website. So I'll put a thing on Facebook tomorrow when it's on, really for sure, but I think it will be really for sure. And we'll send out an email if you're on my mailing list too. Please join my mailing list. You can go to Jim Scott Music. It'll still be jimscottmusic.com, but it'll be an entirely different look. I think I need to wear my glasses again. This is another rather new song. I thought this up earlier this year. I was thinking, is this a Christmas song? Is it about a child is born? But then our wishes for all that. I don't know. As with my songs, hope they can be done in all seasons. Shall we rejoice, or shall we mourn, that to this cruel world another child is born? But may he grow to maturity and ask our help to save humanity, to save humanity. Yet some will say she'll not be blessed, and attack her virtue and her holiness, though she will pay dearly for such deeds. For greater peace she bravely sows the seeds. She bravely sows the seeds. So great and small his works may be, that all he will touch will come to clearly see. All humankind as one single tree, all branches of one sacred family, one sacred family. that she will fail and she will learn, is for us our charge as well as our concern. For we are called, and some will reply. Some live the truth, some blindly will deny. Some blindly will deny. Oh, life is short and too direct, and its challenges deserve solemn respect. But joy will reign and hearts be set free. Spirit will not surrender easily. Surrender easily. Put comments on, see if anybody says anything. Enough glasses for now. We are all immigrants. We're all travelers who have arrived here somehow. Travelers that came from somewhere, from our Mother Earth and through our human mother. And we arrived here, all the people in America, other than Native Americans, have only come in the last few centuries. The Native Americans, even we know now from studying DNA, have traveled, their ancestors traveled this big circuit around the world, and they ended up here. The idea that you can own this place is just an anathema to me. I know, really, after we defeated colonialism here in this country, still we had the rich landowners. You know, the vote was every rich, white, landowning white male could vote. And some of those people, Washington, Jefferson, even discussed whether we should really let everybody vote. And, you know, because a lot of them just don't know what they're doing, and why should we trust them? And a lot of the laws originally in our Articles of Confederation were about land and protecting your ownership of land. And it was Madison. We love that guy. He came along and, you know, gave us this Constitution and Bill of Rights and stuff. Not all by himself, but he'd been taking notes back there when they were all drinking, because nobody drank water in those days. You know, they all, in their drunken tirades, were making up this thing that never existed before, democracy. Well, almost it had, but you know, but in their minds it hadn't. So they came to this concept, and we're trying to live up to it ever since and evolve it. Here's my song. I know you'll recognize the third verse, that the words I did not write. We are but immigrants, refugees from ports unknown. Seeds we sow with dreams and hope will not ever be our own. Our children's paths, not ours, but adventures theirs alone. We are wanderers and seekers, for the passage safely home. Of salt and water born, of one ocean we are made, gifts of love from fertile soil, so is life's foundation laid. Find rest and refuge here, though our wandering never done. May this haven bless all journeys. Welcome, traveler, we are one. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. For those yearning to breathe free, refuse of your teeming shore, send the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. I wrote a song, oh wait, let's lighten up a little bit. So about this Pioneers thing, that's the theme of the show. I want to mention that, oh yeah, and can I just say thank you very much, PayPal, me, Jim Scott is right there, and Venmo if you would like to, or on my website, a donations button. And as I said, brand new website, either coming tomorrow. If it doesn't get on there tomorrow, don't look tonight. Well, you can look tonight, but it's all going to be all new, whole new thing tomorrow, or if it takes 24 hours somehow to get this all, and it's going to be there Friday for sure. And we're doing a half-price sale on Friday. So if you want to make a donation, we would love that. You can use that donation button on the website. But not to discourage you from buying anything, but wait till Friday or tomorrow and see that new website and the half-price sale that is supposed to drive you to the website and load up. For all those holiday giving and for books, if you need a few song books. And things like that. Thank you. All of that keeps us going. Trying to build a commerce that's going to keep me going, so you understand. Well, I went to Nicaragua 3 decades ago now, more than that. Wow, 1984, 3.5 decades ago. With Holly Near, we went around to a number of places, and I am so grateful that she offered me to go with her on this trip. And we saw all kinds of stuff. And we saw lots of kids who are now growing up healthy, healthier, a lot healthier than they had been before under Somoza, the dictator that was thrown out in '79. And too much story there, but the kids just showed me how this is how you make peace. My first verse in Spanish in here. Sing along. Well, I think I'd like to be your friend. I think that we could really have some fun. A real companion is so much better than pretend, and games are better played by more than one. So I'd like
think I'd like to be your friend. You look sorta different from me, and I guess I was not too sure about you. But if you like the way the different colored flowers go together, well, I guess that goes for people too. And I'd like to be friends with you. You see, I'm kinda new in this school, and I don't know a lot about your town. I don't know all your language, but I can play it cool. This making new friends is not as bad as it sounds. You know, I'm kinda fun to have around. I can be serious, or I can be a clown. I can make you wanna giggle when you're wearing a frown. Well, it's too much trouble to be nasty, I've found. Porque quiero ser tu amigo y tengo otros amigos que vas a conocer. Una vez empecemos, no se sabe cuándo acabará, pero es maravilloso ver el círculo crecer, que todos nuestros amigos sean amigos. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. What did he say? Well, I think I'd like to be your friend, and there's other friends I'd like you to know. Once we start, there's no telling just where it all will end, but it's great to see the circle grow. We'll get all of our friends to be friends. We won't have to be afraid when we're friends. No, we won't want to fight when we're friends. And if kids can do it, well, maybe grown-ups can be friends. We'll get the whole world to be friends. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So kids know how to make friends. I mean, make peace. You make friends. You make more friends, more peace. That's the way it goes. We send them off to school, unarmed, hopefully, and say, now make friends, right? And they do. Isn't that amazing? You know, when I moved here to Massachusetts, I thought, wow, I'm around. Not that there's not a diverse thing all around here, but somehow, when you're just a white person and you just follow whatever, you go to the bank and you go to the things in this town, I don't have any what's the word? Wealth of friends here, diverse friends. And I deliberately, I'm not taking any big credit for this, but I did deliberately, proactively go looking for friends. And joined the NAACP here. I'd been in before, but trying to develop. And a lot of immigrants were coming to Shrewsbury. We got Umass Medical School here, just over the bridge. Well, some of it's actually in Shrewsbury, but some of it's in Worcester, right next to us. If you look at a map, a long, thin lake, almost like a river, divides Shrewsbury and Worcester, and right over there on the other side of the bridge is this huge thing, UMass Medical School. And so people from all over the world come to work there, and also professors teach at things around here, and all the electronics firms around here, the other Silicon Valley here, and that's not a valley in Massachusetts. People from all over the world, engineers, so they're coming here. And the screen just went dark again. It's done that 2 or 3 times. I hope it's going to come back. If you're losing me for a second, I'm sorry for that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, now we've got an anti-racism committee here, and
I just want to say, I'm bragging about my daughter, Louisa, started this petition to change the name of the high school. The Colonials is the name. The Colonials. If you ever thought of colonial, do you ever use the word in a good light? You know, healing from their colonial past, colonialism still existing in places, and whatever, you know, Puerto Rico, the wounds of colonialism that continue, and so on. Um, Puerto Rico. Do I have to say that Puerto Rico is America? You know, I think I'm preaching to the convicted out here, but okay. And now I'm talking again and too much. So here's what I have to admit. The theme of this is pioneers. And I was going to sing you this song. I haven't sung in 20 years. All kinds of things happened, like getting guitars repaired and other kinds of stuff. And I just didn't get the song together. I did it with a strange kind of retuning the guitars down a step and the bottom strings down a step. And I'm going to just read you the lyrics, read you the poem, if that's all right. Pioneers, making our way in a hostile land. Aliens, keen to learn, waiting for the tide to turn, and more of us will come. Fortunate few trade the old life for the new, fountains of youth, mountains of wealth, freedom to speak and live for yourself. Opportunity wide as the sky, gonna get my piece of the pie, and more of us will come. From the Rock in Massachusetts Bay, following the Mohawk Trail, Niagara and the Buffalo, hungry eyes and faces pale, Western Reserve, farmers and miners, Lewis and Clark and the 49ers, Golden Spike, Trail of Tears, legacy of the manifest years. Pioneers, making our way in a hostile land, aliens keen to learn, waiting for the tide to turn, and more of us will come. From the Golan through the Promised Land, the settlers will make our stand, surviving the centuries of scorn. Now the desert blooms and is reborn. Protect our own with vigilant disdain. They were nomads, they had no claim. Never again. It's our God-given right. But hate is thrown in bricks and stones that turn to rockets in the night. Pioneers, making our way in a hostile land. Aliens keen to learn, waiting for the tide to turn, and more of us will come. The chosen few temper old ways with the new. Up from Oaxaca, cross the Rio Grande, over the parched hills in darkness, through checkpoints undermanned. Swim from Tijuana, lose yourself in the crowd, jump from the truck. Guest worker stayed longer than allowed. Pioneers, elude the immigration in a hostile land. Aliens keen to learn, waiting for the tide to turn, and more of us will come. From famine and war to peace and good health, freedom to stand up, keep some for yourself. Pioneers, and more of us will come, and more of us will come. So a reviewer wrote about the song. Boy, Jim Scott just put the the pioneers of like centuries ago with Israel and the settlers and then the immigrants from Mexico. And he thinks if you think one song's going to solve all those problems, okay, I wasn't trying to solve problems. What I was trying to say is we're all the same. Do I have to paraphrase it? I think you got it. So the point being, and then of course, point being, I don't have to explain the point. Pioneers. Then I think there could be more verses. The virus, pioneers, and finding our way in a hostile organism and in a hostile place, and aliens keen to learn and waiting for the tide to turn. We'll take over. Yes, we will. Those viruses, yay! And maybe in a better light, LGBTQ, gay, lesbian, and transgender
pioneers making their way in a hostile land. You could go on making the figures of speech, but I'll let the 3 verses speak for themselves. Thank you for your donations. Right there, paypalme.com and paypal.me, whatever it is, and Jim Scott Music and Venmo. James Scott 458, and then donation button on my website. And I have started a Patreon page. I hope that you'll all sign up for my mailing list. Most people who are here heard about it through the mailing list or Facebook. And friend me on Facebook. If you would also subscribe, not just go there and look, but subscribe on my YouTube page. I'm almost up to enough subscribers that I will be paid, that YouTube will pay me for the ads they put on there. Not much, but they would pay a little bit of money for that. And I never was curating this stuff and taking care of it, and selling myself in this way. And I'm not very good at it. And you probably all can feel my discomfort with doing commercials. But just to explain to everybody how this works, I have a wonderful assistant, or manager, administrator now. Emily Lyons is doing all this stuff, getting me on streaming services. Steve Israel does my newsletter, and I'm grateful to have the help of these folks. Dan Tynan has been my dutiful engineer and even financial advisor and all kinds of other stuff. Bruce Kahn does my sound checks when we're checking out the whole thing. So there's a whole team of people behind this one guy. And another little piece of happy news. I just got this guitar back and figured out what was wrong with it, the pickup. I play a nylon string guitar mostly, but then I also play a steel string guitar that is tuned down a step. And I got this other one back. That'll be the one that can be tuned down a step, and I can tune a new one that I got recently to regular guitar, and that'll be interesting to have that. And I've got an electric guitar, all with wide necks, wide for my fingers, wide necks, that now I've longed for this for all my life. Finally, at retirement age, I got guitars with wide necks. Okay, a little song. I've wished for the home that I could call my own, a place to be secure, in the warmth of family, a place for love to grow, a place that I could know would hold fast as a refuge from the cruel winds that blow, from the cruel winds that blow. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun, a good day's work, a good night's rest. Everlasting home, everlasting home. I've put my heart into you, evergreen, ever new, everlasting home. I've worked to have a home that is safe for all who dwell there, a place of peace, equality, and elegant simplicity, a place of understanding with all one would need to live in dignity. Door open to all who come in love, just as it welcomes me, just as it welcomes me. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun, a good day's work, a good night's rest. Everlasting home, everlasting home. I've put my heart into you, evergreen, ever new, everlasting home. If this earth is our home, our sanctuary, there's a there's a threat and we must name it.
not to poison or exploit, for we all own it, not for sale, we claim it. When I'm done with this home, it will harbor sons and daughters who make a peace across the wide lands and rolling waters, family of all faiths, all colors, and all paths to the spirit, with the music of all beings. If I listen, I can hear it. If I listen, I can hear. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun. A good day's work, a good night's rest, everlasting home. Everlasting home, I've put my heart into you. Evergreen, ever new, everlasting home. Oh, is this all getting too serious? Here's a real serious song. This is a very serious song. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. Well, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. I had to look down there because I didn't know where that went. Stand by me. Stand by me. That was interesting. Stand by me. This song is that classic thing, one chord and a six. Boom, 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 boom. 4, 5, 1. Well, it's got a little 5 chord there, but so many of those songs, you know, 1, 6, 4, 5, boom, 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 boom. But this one just really puts something interesting to it. I don't know. When the sky above us should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, everybody stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Won't you stand? Stand by me.
Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, yes. I think I have to wear glasses for this. This is an older song of mine. I'm afraid I'll forget the words if I don't put on my glasses. I got an unobtrusive piece of paper right here with the lyrics. Well, this song ain't about nothing. Oh, really? Well, you know, it's hard to use words and not say nothing. Because as soon as you say something, you know, well, you brought it up, and you know, well, I won't say, well, you just did, you know, but don't let me get started. Well, you just did. Okay, so. This song ain't about nothing. There's no subject that I'm on. Just some harmony and some words to sing to leave you when I'm gone. This song ain't about nothing. There's no big thing I'm going through. It's just a feeling that comes over me when I think about sitting round with you. It ain't about how love conquers all. It's not about lies and truth, or how the summer turns to fall, or glimpses of fleeting youth. I won't hold forth on war and peace, or the fallacy of might makes right, or law and order, or homeland defense, or young boys spoiling for a fight. This song ain't about lonely hearts, or loveless, homeless, sleepless nights. Don't need to tell you about hunger or the struggle for human rights. This song ain't about nothing, but I'd just like to say that I hope it makes you happy. Too late, I played it anyway. I won't take on the mystical, or where disembodied spirits go. Won't get too outspoken political. They never play it on the radio. And it's not about feelings either. Don't want you to think I'm blue. I just like to hold this guitar and the instrumental comes right on cue. Where am I? This song could be about healing, but I won't play doctor here now. The music's power can be revealing of all that our hopes and fears allow. This song ain't about gratitude. The moment's so brief, but memories last so long. So thanks, you can spare me the platitudes. Just say, remember when Jim was playing that song about nothing. Just some harmony to leave you when I'm gone. Well, I recorded that song quite a long time ago. It's the last song on the Earth, Sky, Love and Dreams album. And I remember some people saying, my brother included, saying, what? It's a song about nothing? No, you think about it. And hey, I just had a conversation today with Ed and Gaia Tossing, and I think Ed, if you're watching, Ed is a great musician that I'm privileged to know, wonderful songwriter, and also happened to play on this song, along with Steve Gadd and Tony Levin are playing. It was kind of it. The magic of all that. Everybody wasn't in the studio all together, but and Ed plays just a great piano thing on there. I was just thinking about that, Ed, if you're listening. Thanks for that. And right at the end, I remember we got done and just you see this guy, this guy's in love with you. Okay, everything is related to everything else. That's the way that goes. And some people borrow and some people steal. So how are we doing for time? Oh boy. I was going to wind it up. I'm going to play an extra song. You don't mind, do you? I'm going to play this. I stole this one from Mozart, the melody. Go your way in peace. Wander as you may. Blessed is the path you take. May love guide you on your way. Comfort find in truth. May your struggles cease. May the fire within your heart light the way of peace. this night. Mindful make our every step, honor all within our sight. Minds and hearts now one, till we meet again. Hold the vision of our peace, sacred until then. The slow movement of the Mozart clarinet concerto that my mother was a clarinetist, and I remember this from my youth. I can't, I try to slow it down to be as slow as, I have a choral arrangement of that song, and I'm delighted that high schools use it, and a great friend had her high school do it every year for graduation. And, my people might go your way in peace, wander as you may, like that. But in the Mozart thing, the first movement is one of and then it comes to this thing, and there's this melody, bo 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 ba da da, bo da 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 da, and that goes on, and they develop that a little bit. Mozart did, and the people who play it do, and then this. And then in comes this, all on one chord at first. And he puts and then the second time he does it, the bass climbs up. Climbing again. Then the third time it comes, they develop some more things. And the third time it comes in, bass going down. Listen. That's so nice. He was pretty smart, that Wolfgang Amadeus. Okay, I think I better wind up here. Thank you so much. Thank you for donations that keep us going. I hope when we get this vaccine that I'll be back to see you wherever you live in real life. But right now, I sure appreciate you coming and perceiving all of this from my living room. It's snowing outside, and the dog loves us. I always said for my daughter's whole life, Louise is 16, she'll be 17 next month. We can't have a dog. We travel too much. Louise has been to 39 states, 7 countries or something with me. She actually got to go with the Worcester Youth Orchestra to a country I've never been to the Czech Republic. And she's going to get ahead of me. We got one state left. If anybody's here from Hawaii, I got friends in Hawaii. Next summer, I hope we're going to get there. We canceled this summer to get there. But I always said, we travel too much. What do? We can't have a dog. Well, in January, end of January, I guess that was her birthday, I broke down. We got this dog, puppy, and needed a hypoallergenic dog. So he has hair. He's kind of a little bit long-haired, and he's not, not huge. His name is Boomer. Louisa named him, and you get this dog, and the whole world changes. Isn't that amazing? So he made noise. In case you heard that, that's what got me started on that. He says it's about time to wind this up and go for a walk. My wish for you, as now we part, is for greater peace to fill your heart with dreams as vast as starry space. So hurt and anger know no place. May truth be shared and wounds be healed, and joy for living be revealed. Through every fate and circumstance, may hope lead weary steps to dance. And may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night. Don't get away from the microphone. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your donations, too, and thanks for listening. And do come back. Next week is going to be a bit of holiday season. The week after that, it'll be the night before Christmas Eve, Wednesday, and then the night before New Year's Eve. We will still do concerts on the Wednesdays. I'm also going to be streaming guitar lesson things. Watch for it. I haven't got it exactly planned on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to put a couple of guitar things of how I see the fretboard and all that, and see the notes across here. You know, these are all notes of the F scale. So how do I do that? Well, I have a trick, and I'll have to show you. So thanks very much. I got to stop talking now. Thanks. That was really kind of fun. I promise I'm going to get that other song together and show it to you soon enough. Be well, everyone. Love each other, and make this world a better place. I know you will. And he's got to reach that thing. Thank you. Love you all. Good night.